What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be going over how you can private label your product on Amazon so that no other competitors can sell it. So if you don't know me already, my name is Carter Maxwell. I'm a 17-year-old entrepreneur and I go by the nickname of the High School Hustler. And if you're trying to create an online business and make money while you sleep, then this is the channel for you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Before we actually get into the content part of the video, I just kind of want to let you guys know what exactly private label is if you don't know already. So private labeling is a business model that is done through the Amazon FBA platform. And private labeling basically is the sourcing and ordering of a generic product from overseas to then brand that generic product with your company brand to then resell it back on Amazon, obviously for a higher price and to profit. So the reason I'm making this video is because you need to and have to private label your product correctly if you want to build a smart and profitable long-term business. And what I mean by that is if you don't correctly private label your product, other competitors, other sellers can come onto your listing and attempt to sell your product and take your potential sales. So I'm going to go over two examples, one of how to private label and one of how to not private label your products. So let's get straight into it. So I'm going to go ahead and look up Meat Clause. And this first example I'm going to show you is actually an example of a poor private label listing. So obviously there's this company, Good Shop 2017, and just right off the bat, their main picture is obviously the meat clause, but you can see nowhere on the meat clause are they branded. And the reason that you want to private label your product is if you see where I'm hovering with my mouse, there's something that says new 7. That means there are 7 sellers that are selling this product under this person's listing. So you can see they're fulfilled by Amazon. This is their listing, but because they did not private label their product correctly, these people have come onto their listing, and these are what are known as hijackers. You see, these don't have any feedbacks. They're just mainly people from China coming on their listing, stealing sales from you. So someone could potentially come on your listing that you created, your pictures that you created, and come on and steal your sales. So this is an example of something that you do not want to do, something that you do not want to model. This is a very poor listing. Nowhere on here through any of these pictures are they branded with this company's logo. It's just plain. Any seller could possibly sell these. This is not what you want to do when private labeling, and this is not a smart business model. So now let's actually look at an example of one that is correctly private labeled. So just scrolling through the top listings, I can just see a couple. There's one right here, one right here. Let's go ahead and let's check out this one. So you can see that obviously there's only one seller selling this, and that is actually the Cade Tools, which is the brand of this product. And you can see right off the bat, they've already branded their product, which is how you correctly private label your product, and that is one of the advantages. So let's say a hijacker has tried to come onto this specific listing and trying to sell this product. Well, already you have your brand on the product, and there's no way that you have licensed your brand to any other seller to potentially sell. So you can then just send them a quick cease and desist letter to try to get them removed. And basically that letter is just going to say something along the lines like, hey, I see you're selling my product. You don't have the rights or anything to sell my product, especially like my branded product. I'm going to give you 24 hours to remove your offer from my listing. If you do not, I'm going to contact Amazon. And I'd say that works probably 90% of the time. And the other 10% of the time is just going to be those stubborn hijackers, and they're just going to stay there. And so what you're probably going to have to do is obviously contact Amazon. You're going to have to open up a claim. You could then order that other seller's product and then compare it next to yours once you receive it. Open an ABC claim with Amazon and get their listing removed and hopefully their account suspended. So either way, if you brand your product, you're already going to scare away lots and lots of hijackers because they're already not going to want to come on here and try to steal your product because they're most likely going to get kicked off. So now that we've kind of gone over the two examples, what are some different ways that you can private label your product? Because just having your brand on the actual product isn't the only way that you can private label it. So let me try to find another example real quick. So I might not be able to find one here, but let's say if you weren't to actually brand this product, they have theirs engraved, but you could say potentially the packaging that these meat claws come in, you could label that package with either a sticker, you could have your company name printed on it, that works as well. Just some way you either have to private label brand the product or the packaging itself for it to count as your product. So this is probably the most efficient way that I'm about to go over how to exactly fend off hijackers the most, because still they could try to come on here and steal your potential sales. And this is just another great way to help differentiate yourself from the competition. And that's what's known as bundling. And just scrolling through, I found one right here. And you can see it's already a bestseller. And basically it's a bundle. So looks like it's a set of some barbecue cooking gloves, obviously the meat shredders, and this free silicone, looks like Vaster type thing. I don't know what that is, but you can see that there's a reason they're a top seller. There's a reason that they're fetching a higher price than all the other listings, because they're bundling their products. So if I was to click back and I looked up meat claws, everyone here is selling meat claws except this one listing. They're selling a bundle. So already they're having an advantage over the other sellers because they're differentiating themselves. And I can tell you, even if they didn't have their product correctly private labeled, it's going to really minimize the potential hijackers that are actually going to come on the listing. Because if you think about it, there's 3 different products within this listing. So potentially for someone to hijack your listing, they're going to have all 3 of those products. And if they can't get them all from the same manufacturer, they're going to have to go to 2 or 3 possible suppliers to try to find these products, to create a bundle to try to compete on your listing. And that's just a super inconvenience with these hijackers, because guess what? They're lazy. They're attacking the new sellers. The newbie sellers don't really know what they're doing. They're stealing sales from them. They're not going to come on your listing and try to sell a bundle, because they're just not, they don't want to spend that much time on it. And so that's actually a great way to help differentiate yourself from the hijackers. So the main point of this video is, this is how you private label your product. You want to brand the product. You want to brand the packaging so that other sellers or other competitors can't try to hop on your listing and sell your products. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please feel free to comment below with any questions and or video ideas you guys would like to see in the future. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, as I'm always giving away different tips and tricks on how to make money online. And on that note, I'll see you guys next video.